Happy art fight, everyone. I hope no one cheated today and started doing attacks before we were supposed to. I literally waited for the countdown to start drawing. I mean, I was doing other art before that, but it was actually the schedule that I need to finish still. It's almost there. I've sketched my first attack. That's awesome. I so waited for the countdown before I even touched my tablet. I wanted to be fair. Actually, let me just switch this over to drawing. I'm gonna give you a heads up for today, right? I want to finish this piece today. I think I may have bit off more than I could chew for my very first like attack of the month, but we're gonna lock in. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna. That's a gorgeous OC. Thank you. That's oomph. So Birdside, I didn't even finish a single attack. No, you got this. You've got this. Lock the fuck in. Lock in. Toastator, take a break. Like, stretch. Actually, everybody, let's do wrist stretches right now. Right? I'm gonna give you a heads up for this stream. At some point, I am probably going to get caffeine. I am going to stretch pretty frequently throughout this. I'm going to stretch the entire month, honestly, because, you know, Art Fight, it's a whole month-long event. Also, let me get the music started up. And my goal is to finish this piece tonight. The thing is, if I can't finish this tonight, like, realistically, I get, like, halfway through stream and I realize, okay, this is not even close to being done. I have a backup where I'm going to do chibis of another one of my friend's characters. I just finished an attack for you. If you did an attack for me today, I swear to God, I've been watching them come in. My goal, like what I'm planning on doing, is I am going to be commenting on all of them and like thanking people in the mornings when I wake up so that I could just do it all in one go. So what's the crown mean? Did I miss? Is there a crayon somewhere? Happy Art Fight is everybody playing. For me, it's the first day of beetle season in Animal Crossing. I love beetles. Awesome. My goal is to accept when I'm no longer interested in the piece, calling it done when I get bored, posting it, moving on. That's what I did in 2022's Art Fight. Like, literally, if I was getting tired of working on a piece and I was in the sketch phase, I'd color the sketch and I'm like, that's done. The piece is done now. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I think my goal for finished pieces this year. But what finished means is going to vary depending. Like, I want to get done what I plan on doing on each piece. My friend attacked my Minnesota traditionally and is going to send the drawing to me in the mail. That's so sweet. Actually, I'm going to try and do some traditional pieces this year, but we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. The other thing I'm realizing is that my bookmarks are too limited. I bookmarked like 24 characters beforehand, but I realize if I'm gonna do like chibi attacks where there's 4 characters in each thing, I'm like, wait, that's not enough. That's not enough slices. Okay, hold on, I gotta get Loon's hair. Most insane part of Art Fight so far is that the website like never actually meaningfully crashed. I know! We stay winning this year. I'm really happy with my own attacks so far, but somehow 3/4 of them I've drawn with my own attacks so far, but somehow 3/4 of them I've drawn with their eyes closed. Oh, it happens. I have a tendency of closing one or both eyes. Seriously though, the site staff has done phenomenal this year. I was really impressed by the fact there was a bad gateway error like literally when the timer went down, but then immediately after that it was back up again. Fighter Burger. I'm surprised it's working right now. They really, really put a lot of effort in this year, and I think that if you have the ability to, like, comment it on one of their blog posts or just anywhere that they might see it, I would absolutely go out of your way to thank the Art Fight staff. I can tell that they've been working really hard on... I mean, they work hard regularly, but I feel like they really put in the extra mile this year, so... Bad gateway error means that essentially that the site got hugged to death, in my friend Ethan's words. That so many people tried to access the website all at once that the site basically exploded. But that it will come back, just that it's like now, like, you know, there's too many people trying to get through the gateway all at once, essentially. Gateway starts crying, bad gateway. The site went down for like 10 seconds. I know, I was going to say, it was impressive. They really got that thing locked and loaded this year. I was happy. I'm trying to finish the head so that if I get bored of lines, I can just go right to doing colors. Okay, there we go. Bad gateway means you talk to the receptionist, but the receptionist can't find the doctor. Gotcha. says guy who doesn't understand any better, but I'm nodding. I feel like I believe you know what you're talking about, so I believe you. I can't seem to make a Sona I like. Do you have any tips for character design? Honestly, sometimes if it's shit, hit the bricks. Like, if you really don't like something, you do just gotta start over again. And it will take multiple iterations to find something you like. The truth is, I can't tell you how to make a Sona that you like because Sonas are very personal. But I would say if you just take everything you like and put it into a blender, that is a pretty surefire method of, like, making Sonas. So long as you're not so detached from the things that you like that the resulting character isn't anything like you. I'm almost sad that it didn't crash. I guess I understand, because, like, it means that you would have been given a day offline to just draw without, like, seeing... But I don't know, it's kind of fun for me to see stuff, like, happen live. Alright. I will finish this piece today. I will be strong. If I get bored, I can just go to line in the background, like, it's fine. Hold on. Ears? Okay, yeah, there actually is, like, a straight line. Critter is locked in. Who are you drawing right now? This character is named Loon, and the artist is Hiyu. That's oomph. So, like I said, I'm gonna get this done today. It's the goal. And I'm gonna try and do an honest assessment, and, like, if halfway through it's not looking like I'm gonna be able to finish the stream, I'm gonna switch over to doing chibis instead. But that said, I'm gonna do my best. Also, Heart Flamingos, thank you for the sub. Have you seen the new art trend that Jinja Ninja made? That's what I've been doing all day. I haven't seen it, no. What is it? That's also a move. I feel like every time someone brings up an artist that I like, and now I can be like, yay, Four Leaf Island on YouTube? Yeah, I am both on YouTube and Twitch. I don't like how I did the ears. I think maybe it's because the straightaway is too long. There's got to be, like, another, like, fluff or something to break it up, I think. I think it's the one where you draw the characters posing as the letters that spell their name. Oh, that's cute. That's a very cute idea. Hoping this doesn't count as going off model for the character. I don't think it would, especially because you're going to be seeing the back of this ear anyway. Oof. Alright. Also, yes, I am sorry, no links in chat. You are welcome to share in the Discord server, though, the fan Discord server. I really love the idea, but also how the hell would you spell M with your body? Like this. Hold on. You could do it with your hands like this, or like how they do in YMCA. You just put your hands on your head. Do you understand? Welcome in Deity Gold, and welcome in Raiders. Ugh. Follow you on Twitter. I was wondering if you have a blue sky. I absolutely do have a blue sky. My blue sky is fourleafisland.art. Let's see. I really love the playlists where it's just like the yeah, woo singing. Also, I'm realizing that the trend you're saying, they have to be making the letters of their name with a natural pose, like not just like spelling it out, which is actually, that's more interesting to me. I think that sounds fun. Just finished my first attack? Awesome. This is my first attack. I'm hoping to finish this tonight. We'll see. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm most worried about getting the background lined, I think, because what I'm trying to do for this, I'm going to do flat shading. I'm not going to do any like I'm not going to do any shading. I'm going to just do flats, but I'm going to break up the chunks of color by outlining them so that the piece has like a little more visual texture. I just finished my first piece of art since getting my job and being perpetually burnt out from said job. I feel so happy and relieved that I haven't completely lost the ability. Thank you. And sorry, thank you to Gemoli for saying that the background is pretty, and also to Zermist, I'm glad. Sorry, I was like reading one message out loud and like reading another with my brain. I'm already getting attacks I was not prepared. They're so well made. It is actually really crazy. Some of the attacks I've been getting. It's nice crazy. I'm just like, holy moly. Hi, Critter. Trying to start streaming, and I got one singular viewer, but we all start somewhere? Absolutely. And also, I'm proud of you for starting. That's sometimes the hardest part. With streaming, it's all about consistency. You don't always start super big, but honestly, most people don't. But if you keep at it and keep going, that's how you get more people watching. This character have so much stripes. What the heck? What do you mean? Do you mean my character? Like the stripes, the one that I'm drawing? I don't see any stripes. Can you make the music a titch quieter? Yes, absolutely I can. Oh yeah, the music is a little loud today, isn't it? Hold on, I'm gonna turn it down for myself too. It's also that they have like the character's vibe. For example, if it's a very energetic character, they put a lot of effort and get excited. They might be more nervous that might start off and shrink themselves. I think the vid looks super cool and it's fun to watch. I will have to check it out. Oh my god, also no worries, Tay. Thank you for turning the music down, Critter. Of course, of course. I didn't realize it was that loud. I like to try and keep it as like background noise. Yan, playing some Peek and it's going way too well to be true. Calling it right now, I'm going to die on the first level somehow. I believe in you, Supermoto. Okay. God, I will finish this. I didn't sketch the puffs of the sleeves just because I think I wanted to get everything lined first, so that I could erase the sketch lines and not have it get like too noisy. Been trying to lock in on my first attack still. Hey, I'm doing my first attack too. You can join me with it. We can work on them together. I sketched it a little earlier today. So here's what I was working on before ARTFIGHT started. Follow someone that's already posted 20 attacks, and there's no way. There's no way. They had to be doing attacks beforehand. 20? You would have to be doing 2 attacks per hour. Because ARTFIGHT only started like 5 hours ago. I love how you color so much in your cartoony style. You're big inspo. Thank you. Okay, wait. 20, because you would have to be doing an attack every... If it's simple sketches, that's fine. Like, simple sketches I could see. But it depends on, like, what are we talking about here? Because ARTFIGHT only started 5 hours ago, so that would mean, like, 4 attacks an hour? So, I mean, there's the thing. It's, like, all flat-colored full body. How? I mean, do they, like, not sketch? Like, do they just, like, go right into line art? Because some people are like that. 4 pieces an hour would kill me. It's just, I don't even think it's possible. I draw way too slow for that. The fact that I just finished an attack on this exact character is so funny. Yeah, Hugh, that's oomph. I'm excited. As soon as I saw that Hugh Sono was on here, I was like, oh, I love this guy. I've done 4 attacks. No, there's nothing bad. Like, I'm not, guys. There's no good or bad way to play ARTFIGHT, just, you're meant to play it honestly, and, like, if you cheat and, like, you do things before ARTFIGHT starts, the only person you're really cheating is yourself. Had I already get attacked? That's awesome. A lot of people are really excited for it this year. It's important to not compare your drawing speed to other persons. Exactly. There's no bad way to participate in ARTFIGHT. It is a personal challenge. The other thing is, and to be fair, this OC belongs to the artist Hiyu, which is spelled H-I-U. Also, yeah, you can get banned for doing that, just like as a heads up. If you do it, like there are people that I used to follow that got banned on ARTFIGHT because they were doing early attacks. So, with fair warning, you can get banned. Oh, what I was gonna say. Anyway, I was I wish I had finished this earlier because I kind of wanted to do, another piece tonight. I really like this one though, so I don't mind. Just, I was doing so well, and then I got hit with sleepy fucker disease and fell asleep. I have like the worst like case of head pressure and then like falling asleep. Hold on. I love it when someone's like, oh hey, it's a popular artist I enjoy, and Four Leaf goes, yeah, that's very whimsical, very joyous, what a nice world to live in. Anytime I know an artist whose work I like, I'm like, I want to befriend you. I want to know what makes you tick and what goes into your art because I love it, and so I want to know the person behind it. That sounds like very evil, that sounds like very much DC villain, but like it's literally just I love art and I love knowing other artists. It's soul fulfilling. I don't care about cheating, honestly. It's not too competitive, but it is annoying if some people are playing fairly and some people get a head start. That's kind of how I feel too. Like, I'm not playing... Okay, well, I do kind of play to win. I am a bit competitive with ARTFIGHT, but I'm not, like, bad sport competitive. Like, if you're cheating at that point, I'm not gonna fight against you because you're just not playing the game that fairly. But for me, I'm competitive, like, with my own goals and, like, how many pieces I want to draw and, like, oh, I got this many points for our team this year. What would Critter and Chestnut enjoy doing together? Would they like fishing for no reason? So yes, we have gone fishing together, but typically Forrest and I's dates are going and trying new food places together. So like a picnic or something. Sometimes getting sleepy like that can happen because you get too excited that your body doesn't know where to put the chemical that makes you sleepy. For me, it's like anytime I get stressed, I fall asleep. Like my brain is like, all right, soft reset, we have to turn off. I'm gonna have to add sleepy fucker disease to my vocabulary now. Also, good night, Marcio. People who get competitive against each other in art fights scare me. It's literally a gifting game. Yeah, I don't care about being competitive with other people. I do love being... And now, I will say, like, rivalry with your friends is funny. Like, I think that's what, like, chains are, is, like, you keep getting this one person back, and I've seen people that have like chains of like 20 attacks with their one friend. That's hilarious. I love that shit. I think that that's awesome. I don't do chains because I get like, I'm like, I need to draw something else. I just logged in for the first time since it began and I have 2 attacks. That's awesome. Wait, that's really cool. I'm so glad to know that so many people are getting attacks. I'm gonna love you so hard. Me? Yeah, true. I've seen a lot of Crystal members so far, which is funny because when I was looking up characters to attack, most of the people I was seeing were fossils. But I also do believe that there are more crystals, I think, because Crystal's already, like, pulling ahead. I don't know if it's just that, like, fossils are the characters that I would want to attack because people on fossils have similar tastes to me, because I was looking up, like, pair dragons, and specifically characters by designers that I like, and I was like, wow, you are all Team Fossils. Most of my bookmarks are fossils and I'm Team Fossils. Help. I really don't know what it is. Like, all the designs I like are Team... I have an attack, and it's one of my girls. Girlosies winning. Actually, I was gonna say 2 people drew Charlie and Charlotte. I was really happy. My ladies. Sniles, if you could upload Shoal next year so it can attack a black female character, I will. I will do that. I really hope that they do like a beach or city theme next year because I wanted to match the characters that I uploaded to the theme, but like because it was so late, I was like, I don't know, I don't have time. But I love Shoal. I would love to see more art of Shoal. I might do Shoal. I'll have to see. There's a few OCs that I think would be really fun to do art fight with. Oh, and I have uploaded the Lycus comic characters before. Not this year, because this year I wanted to focus on my Sonas and 2 of my OCs. Specifically 2 of my human OCs, but I have uploaded the Lycus characters before, and I probably will do it again. I'd like to make an updated ref with Lyca's new outfits, or outfit, if people want to just pick one. So that might be next year. Anyone on here uses the Discord, there's a list of Four-Leaf Island viewers and what ARTFIGHT teams they're on with links to profiles. Thank you, Tentavision. I forgot that document exists. I mean, I knew it did, but like it was in the forefront of my mind. Literally just joined ARTFIGHT a few minutes ago. I'm so overwhelmed. You've got this. You've got this, my friend. Take a deep breath. You have a month. You know, take it. Don't take the opportunity. Don't wait the whole month, but you got this. Is there any problem breaking the art rules, like having the background value be close to the character value, or character having simple silhouette, for example? So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Artistic rules exist to help people learn the basics and the infrastructure of art. But I do like to say there are no hard and fast rules to art, and any time that someone tells me you can't do this, I am going to try and find a way that you can do it and still make it like look good. I would recommend that when you're starting out as an artist that you like try to understand why those rules exist. So for example, there's nothing wrong with having a simple silhouette. Actually, I would say that a lot of characters that you would think of, like cartoon characters that are pretty iconic, like SpongeBob, for example, has a very simple silhouette. But when people say, like, don't have a simple silhouette, usually they're talking about, like, don't make a character that's just a blob because, you know, that could be kind of difficult to tell apart from other characters. But really quick, if you know who this character is, I'm going to do my best to draw the silhouette. I feel like there are at least a few people in the chat that know exactly who this character is from silhouette alone, and this is a very simple silhouette. Like, I don't know if... Like, I was okay, so people are already recognizing them. The Dragon Quest slime, exactly. So if you know how to design a character and you know how to make simplicity work for you, it can. It's just that those rules exist to help beginner artists that maybe are not as confident with certain skills, like working with simplicity right away. Okay. Or like, okay, another example of a character that has a really simple silhouette that I'm gonna say everyone knows right off the bat, right? You cannot look me in the eyes and tell me you don't know who this is. Everyone knows who this is. No. Waddle Dee is different. Waddle Dee is this. At the chat just erupting in Kirby. But this is Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee and Kirby are different. Sorry, I was being wrong on purpose. It's okay, it's okay. So you get it now, right? Like, you understand that the rules of art are not actually rules so much as guidelines to help you when you're starting out, and eventually you can learn to break them. You just have to understand what you're breaking and why. Where you are, thank you for the sub. Actually, a really perfect example of this is while I say that having contrast in your values is important because it helps define areas of light and dark, even that is not necessarily true if you understand how to work with midtones. And I have seen artists that literally paint exclusively in midtones, which is like a insanely like difficult thing to do and make it look good. It requires a lot of skill, which is why I wouldn't teach a beginner artist how to do that, because I would want you to understand the relations between colors and contrast first before I throw you into the deep end of, let's see if you can paint a piece with dimension and, like, you know, light and only use pastel values. It's obviously Goku. One of my favorite quotes I heard was, you should know the rules before breaking them, and I think that's really useful advice for a lot. It is, because the thing is, I think that, like, knowing the rules and why they exist will tell you how to break them better and with more success. Like, the rules are not really there as limitations so much as, like, what has worked for people before, so that you can figure out how to make not following them work for you. You understand? ARTFIGHT tips, please. Okay, my first tip to you is, if this is your first year playing ARTFIGHT, one attack is better than nothing. Literally, if you get one single drawing done this year, that's good. Most people finish like 1 or 2 drawings for their first art fight. Please remember that art fight is a personal challenge. It is not a race against anyone else. It is not a contest of how many things you can get done in the month. It is you set a goal for yourself and you try to hit that goal. So my very, very biggest piece of advice for every year of for every year of art fight, regardless of how many years you've played, is pick a goal or a small chunk of goals that you would like to do this year, so no matter how many attacks you do, you can still feel like accomplished. I saw a video the other day about self-inserts, and one of the big things about it was all this same idea, all rules for all art forms and art are guidelines for when you start out. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much. This is my first time and I'm so excited and nervous. So here, let me say for you, Fruppy, I think a really good goal to start out with would be 1, to do 1 original attack, and then 2, if you do get attacked by someone else, to do a revenge. But if you don't get a revenge, I would say maybe do 1 original attack and then do 1 friendly fire, which is where you attack someone on your own team. That way, you can meet other artists and try to make friends with them, but also get practice doing art pieces. And you don't have to follow that either. That's just like, if I were in your shoes, probably what I would do myself. Okay. God, if I can get the line art done, I'll be so much less stressed out. I mean, the background also needs to be lined, but like, at least I can block in the colors for the character. Why am I avoiding the bucket? There's nothing wrong with the bucket. What are you doing in that shoe? Get out of there? Shoe? Shoe? Am I in a shoe? What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, just reminding everyone not to feel pressured to revenge if you don't have enough motivation. The purpose of art fight is to have fun. Exactly, exactly. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Critter shoes? No, don't put critter in shoes. There's always something happening in this damn city. Hold on, I think I made the foot too rounded at the bottom. Wee woo. Stretch your wrist? Yeah, actually, if you've been... oh my god, Lemmy! Hi, Lemmy. If you've been drawing all day, everyone, take a moment to stretch your wrists, okay? Oof. I actually just stretched my shoulders. That felt really good. I've been doing good stretching, especially leading up to art fights, so I'm gonna do it every single day during the month. I'll probably actually be more like limber by the end of this month than I normally am. Let me share what you were working on if you want to. Also, you know, I never thought to say this, but you could always just send it in the Discord because I can just grab it from there. I don't mind flicking over. I'm too lazy to draw long enough to hurt my wrists. You should still stretch them. If you use your hands to any capacity, like if you work a desk job, you should still be stretching your wrists. If you go to school, you should be stretching your wrists. It's doing an art fight attack. I'll send it on Discord. It was the one for Shay, right? Or Shaya. I always forget that his name is Shaya. I like say Shay because I forget that the last part of the name is pronounced like Shaya. I'm gonna do hand stretching stuff. I shall return. No worries. Also, the cop was IRL. That was just outside. Unless you mean IRL for you. Which I understand. Sorry, that was loud as hell. Alright, sent on Discord. Running. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. Look at this. My friend Lemmy, you are so talented. Is the Frankenstein bit of zombie hand supposed to feel really tight? It's not. So if it's tight, that means that you probably need to do it more. Now be gentle with yourself and take breaks, but you should probably try to do it a little more frequently if it is tight. Sorry, I'm actually doing stretches now while I'm looking at the piece. I really love the tones that you used behind your subject, specifically because the way that they get a little less saturated helps the foreground pop a lot. Smoker! Yeah, again, that's oomph. I think for both of us, actually. Smoker! Thank you so much, of course. Okay, I love that art. I just want you to know that everyone in the YouTube chat is being very niceys to you too, Lemmy. I do really like this. Critter just knows everybody. I mean, I just kind of talk to anyone. Like, I'm not scared to. I hate to say it. Also because Shea and I have been mutuals for, like, years on Tumblr. Actually, before I became, like, streamer guy, we were mutuals. Meowtuals, even. How do you get colors to complement each other? I have a bunch of good colors, but none of them complement each other. A lot of it is just trial and error. Like, for example, when I was doing the color swatch for this piece, a lot of it was just kind of like figuring out what worked together. Hold on, can I get rid of here in terms of line and sketch? Get rid of some of these here to make this a little cleaner. But yeah, a lot of it was just trying to figure out what worked with what. I guess... Nah, I can erase that. I have the ear colors elsewhere. Yes. Cool. What is an art fight? So art fight is a yearly art gifting game challenge, basically, where artists are sorted into one of two teams, and they draw each other's characters, or original characters, like they're called OCs, to score points for their team. Now, how many attacks, which are like art pieces, or what level of a detail you put into them is up to the individual, but you are able to then self-assess how many points you score based off of how much polish you put into the piece. Polish being like, did you do line work? Did you fully color the piece? Did you shade it, or is it just flat colors? That kind of thing. I'm so glad to see people getting attacks. Hey, so here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, right? This art fight, I am going to be streaming every single day. Like, every single day of the month, I am going to be streaming. I have my schedule here that is in the process of being finished. I was supposed to finish this before Art Fight started, but don't worry about it. I finished this instead. Yes, of July. I'm going to be streaming every single day of July. That is what the Summer Splashdown is. Hold on, I have my like little mock title here. So that's what this is. This schedule is going to be for every single day of July. I am going to put the stream times, and I'm going to update the schedule every week. But then I'm also going to do a thumbnail of the piece that I did each day in these little boxes. So when I finish this piece of Loon, I'm going to crop it and then put this in the box for day one. That's crazy good luck, though. Thank you. It's like a personal challenge for myself because I'm going to be on hiatus for all of August because I'm traveling. So I figured that this is a really fun send-off, and also it just happens to coincide with something that I wanted to do anyway. There may be a risk of not streaming the last 4 days because I may have to leave somewhere to go, like, early. But what I will say is I will still be doing an art fight attack. I just might do it on the road. It's like a little advent calendar, exactly. Your genius weight, yeah. I was gonna say, you can borrow the idea, I don't mind. I don't like the idea of owning an idea, so if you like the idea of a calendar to measure how many art fight attacks you do, please do. Sorry, this is also my friend's characters. I want to do an attack on them. How long does it usually take for your pieces? Your art is so gorgeous. It really depends on what kind of piece, and I have gotten slower at art as I've gotten older, but I've also gotten more detailed. I would say typically it takes me 1 to 2 days to finish a piece like this, where it's like a character full body. And then usually a piece with a background will take me like 3 days, but I'm insane, so I'm going to try and get it done in 1 day. I'm also targeting Seraph. Yes. I'm so glad you're streaming right now because it means I get to watch someone while I crochet my attack for you. You're crocheting an attack for me. I'm excited. Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do like the shape of the water. Where's it post? Oh, like ARTFIGHT? It's actually its own website. If you Google ARTFIGHT, it should be the first thing that comes up. Just don't put a space between the word. And I don't think we did Where the Wild Things Are. If I have the capacity and the spoons to check in with that later, I will, although this month is obviously going to be very busy. That might have to happen while I'm away, and then we could talk about it when I get back. Although that could be a lot of time in between, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Are you on Team Fossils? It seems most of your subscribers are. Yes, I am on Team Fossils, which is funny because I've seen so many people be like, oh my god, everyone's Team Crystals, and I'm looking around, I'm like, where? Where are the Team Crystal members? Can you direct me to them? Because I want to attack them because all of my friends are Fossils. I literally considered joining Crystals just so that I could have more people to attack, but that would be such an evil switch up to make, so I didn't do it. Dude, I'm not liking how this water is looking. Help me. Help. Help, Robbie. Help. That's like such a niche joke that I feel like I can't even possibly explain it. Do you ever have like inside jokes with your siblings that like if you quote it, Fair Crystals does have more people? Okay. Then I don't feel insane. We did not do Where the Wild Things Are because of technical issues with media sharing. As far as I'm aware, we will be trying to reschedule it when we can figure out a new file and figure out a good time for whoever can host. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you, Toasty. God. So, like, my little sister, my baby sister, because I have two sisters, she was really into, like, robots as a kid and, like, was considering going into robotics. Now she's a dentist, I think. Or like she's going into dentistry, but what she was originally thinking about going into was robotics. And so because of that, my parents got her a robot that she could basically program to do commands. So instead of controlling with like a remote control, you controlled it using code. And you could like record voice lines and make them recite make it recite the voice lines at you or whatever. And so I don't know what it was that she was doing it for. I'm surprised your parents were supportive of that. It's because it was a STEM major, so it was fine. Anytime anyone expressed interest in STEM, it was applauded, and anything that was STEM or the humanities was like, that's not a real job. And it's like, this sounds like it's going to go badly. Okay, so what happened is my baby sister, we were having like company over or something. I don't even remember what it was. And she was trying to get the Wii set up just to date how long ago this was. And she couldn't figure out how to do it. So she had the robot, she recorded a voice line. Also, for whatever reason, whenever the robot said anything, it pitched it up by like 10 octaves. So if you already had a high pitched voice, it was like a chipmunk. So she recorded it and she sent it into the room with all of the adults where they were just like eating dinner. And the robot like rolls up to him, bumps into his foot and goes, "Help, Robbie, help!" Because that's my dad's name. And that just became like a vocal stim for everyone forever, was "Help, Robbie, help!" And so now anytime I say, I don't know why that was so funny. It's really, in hindsight, it's not. But also we were like 12 and 11, so... I would have been 12 and she was probably like... God, she would have had to be baby. She was probably like 7 years old. Also, been getting back into drawing recently. Your videos were pretty useful. I am so glad to hear that. And actually, there will be if nothing fails, there will be another video this Friday on color. I think it was funny. You care me. Thank you. I do love my little sister. Well, I don't know what you mean. That's not funny. It's hilarious. I know. Okay, you know what? I'm not hating the water shape anymore. It's a little like more whooshy than I was thinking. Sounds like a scene out of a cult classic movie. I was gonna say my little sisters are very funny. I think that I love them both dearly and they are hilarious. I think I gotta do the shoulder. This piece looks lovely. Thank you. I'm trying to finish it tonight. I'm very scared. but I'm going to do my best. I can do it. Okay. Did he ever help? He did. He did come set up the Wii. Trust the process, fake it till you make it? Yes, this is true. This actually does work. Speaking as someone that literally just did that. Thinking of doing one day painting, one day just normie cell shading simple things, that works. Do you work on this piece a little before stream? It looks so nice already. I sketched this, and then I took a anxiety depression nap for 3 hours, and then I woke up and it was time to stream. So I did, but I wish I had gotten more of it done because this is a lot to finish in one night. But we will see. Could have helped with my art block? I'm so glad. I'm surprised the site is up. I know, the people on the dev team have done a phenomenal job this year. I really want to like I said, I want everyone, if you can, to shoot a thank you to them. I will also be doing so myself because they really worked hard and they deserve praise. I overestimated myself. I just spent all day trying to make a ref sheet for a character of mine and couldn't do the hands correctly for hours. Sounds like you gotta step away from the canvas, my friend. Sometimes that's the best you can do. The banners on the site this year are so cute. They are. Not sure how I like the toe. I think actually I'm just gonna remove the lines for the toes altogether until I come back to it. You can also donate to show your gratitude. That is very true, if you have the cash to. I donate to them, and I donate to Sheezy and Toyhouse pretty regularly. Because I feel like there is not a really strong presence of like art-specific websites on the web these days. And Comic Fury, that's another one. And I'd like to see that change, but you know, the way that you change that is through effort and community and support. Be clear, Critter meant to take a step back and take a break. Not that you should stay away from campus. This is very true. This is very true. I meant that you should take a break. Because sometimes taking a break and coming back to something with fresh eyes is how you figure out a problem. Comic Fury is the GOAT? Absolutely it is. That's where I post like this comment. Alright, so there's a rock there. I think I'm gonna focus on the water. Actually, no. I am going to focus on the background a bit to make things less scary for myself in the future. I think I can do this. And the thing is, when it's done, it's going to be really nice. So it'll be worth it. Just joined on... Hi, working on ARTFIGHT stuff, just joined. Welcome in. That is also what we're doing. I am working on my first attack, and I'm very excited because this is a Mutual's character that I've been wanting to draw for a long time. I'm trying to find if any of my other art oomphs are on ARTFIGHT. I know Pegasus Kiss is, and I really want to draw Pegasus Kiss's characters. I've grown to love the ARTFIGHT colors, honestly. I'm so on it still. I think that I still like the orange better than I like the magenta. I am a magenta hater through and through. This probably will never change. But I think the orange is Critter-esque enough that I'm like, you know what? It's on brand. It works for me. I'm sorry if you guys like magenta. I don't. Apparently there's a kid that was mewing in an ad. Not that this is important, but I feel like it should be known. Mewing is so funny to me. It just looks so... You look like a cartoon character. You look like a caricature. Like when they drew mean people or like evil people in cartoons, that's what they draw them like. That's what you look like when you're mewing. On purpose. Why are you magenta hater? I don't know, it just kind of like vibrates to me. It doesn't have like, it's not pleasant to look at. Did you make the concept of Critter themselves? I adore the design and feel something with the same concept would fit me a lot as well. Help. So here's the thing. Critter is just kind of a blended soup of all of the monsters I liked from fictional media and also real life. I basically just put together all the guys I like. So if you like Critter, you should try collecting... Oof, my ear just started ringing really bad. You should try collecting all of the animals that you like, and putting them in a blender, not actually, but like a mental one, and see what comes out. Take the traits of specific creatures that you like, and then meld them together into a chimeric creature. Gotta make sure the reeds aren't like falling over too much, or they'll look like they're collapsing. Also, mewing is tied to eugenics. People are asking what mewing it is. It's basically like something that people think makes your face look good, I guess, but it is. It's literally just a guy who was really obsessed with facial structure and was like, here, hold your face like this all the time so that everyone will be attractive. And it's like, okay, girl, that's a bit scary of you. Drawing Critter with magenta, having creature of mine. I'm doomed. No, it's okay. If I genuinely appreciate all the attacks that people have been doing for me, and if you're using magenta in attack, I'm not going to get upset because it's art that you made to be sweeties to me. Okay. Alright, solid. We're looking good. I am going to use the same line strength for the, or like line size for everything, just because I feel like it makes kind of an interesting... Light up lights, thank you for the sub. I think it makes the piece look, I don't know, it's like cohesive to me. Always make the water look nice, thank you. I'm trying to experiment with kind of a new way of doing it in this piece. I have not really tried before, but I think it's working. Hello everyone, hope we're doing fine this Tuesday, and how is our first day of Art Fight? Pretty great. I've gotten a bunch of attacks so far that are really gorgeous. I need to comment on them tomorrow morning when I wake up and have my morning coffee, and then this is my first attack that I'm working on here. Really want to finish this tonight because I wanted to do one attack a day. You know, it's only been an hour. I think we've got this. I think I've got this. I just need to lock in. It's gonna be like rough, and stream might be a little longer than usual, but I don't think that's a bad thing. That's kind of expected, honestly, for Art Fight. I already got 3 attacks, so I'm scared. I don't think I should say how many attacks I've gotten so far. Just know that when I logged in 30 minutes after the site had started, had gone up, like the game had started, I had 4. And I'm scared. There's absolutely... My revenge ratio is gonna go into the toilet. I'm scared. It's my first time participating in Art Fight, and all the OCs I've been wanting to draw are from Team Fossils. My team, let's go Fossils. Hey, it's okay, you can friendly fire. I'm literally doing friendly fire right now on stream. Hiyu is also on the same team as me, but this is my mutual, so I wanted to draw. To be sweeties, I love saying it. Steal it, please. I love knowing that people have taken things from my vocabulary. It makes me happy. Just like how in college I got everyone saying "oh worm," which I didn't even make up. I'm like 90% sure I got that from Tumblr. I just said it enough times and people thought it was funny that like my entire major was saying it by the end of college. And by that point I wasn't saying "oh worm" anymore, but you know. It's what it's like to be influential. And I will say "oh worm" is really funny. My vocal stems switch up pretty quickly. Oh, worm was definitely Tumblr. I'm sure it was. I'm literally sure it was. Art Fight becomes more fun when you worry less about your points and more about your own art making people happy. That's kind of what I've been trying to do. I am focusing on my personal goals of like how many attacks I want to get done, which is I do want to attack every single day. And I'm focusing on my like kind of quality goals, which are like, I want to make sure that all of the pieces I'm making are something I would want to receive. Like, if I would not make this of my own characters, then I shouldn't make it for someone else. Like, I want to make sure that I'm putting love and time into the pieces that I'm making. Very cute. But basically, I want to try and find someone that hasn't been attacked yet on stream. I want to bring them up on stream and share the link with everyone, and then we should all try to attack them together and then decide a time when we would all post our attacks. So this person can log in and see that they got a bunch of attacks, because I think that would make them really happy. You know, I could be wrong, like maybe the attention would be kind of like stressful, but yeah, I figured it's good to try to be nice. Name poll, are we settled on schooling? Ooh, I would love to do a name poll. Feeding frenzy or schooling, I think is a good split. Also, thank you for hydrate. Have you put up your stream schedule for the month? That would require me to have finished drawing it, but it's almost there. I am going to be doing this after I finish this piece of Loon. Frenzy alone is cute. This is true. This is very true. I'm still covered in harbor hair! Dude! There was like a hairball attached to my finger. I'm getting attacked. I'm gonna turn into a cat. But yeah, I'm making the schedule. I'm gonna do that after I finish this attack, because this is more detailed than I thought it was gonna be. Trying to animate Critter for ARTFIGHT is oddly hard, but so flipping fun to do. I love Critter. There was a reason that the Minecraft block animation took me months, but it was so worth it. Also, thank you. People have been so niceies to me on ARTFIGHT. Okay. Sorry. I guess I could start coloring as a tree. Baby. You okay? Oh, okay. My secret trick. Trees usually look a little better when you don't make them too detailed. Maybe I'll borrow the secret trick. The studio just crashed and I lost so much work. I am going to scream and cry. I am so sorry. I can't even, like, make a joke. My secret trick... Oh, wait, I already fucking read that. I'm sorry. In theory, if I theoretically tried to attack you, but the full attack was in video form, would I just post it to Blue Sky or Tumblr, since the ARTFIGHT website doesn't seem to allow videos? Would you also want me to @ you or just use fan art? If you could use fan art, that would be awesome, and you could post it either to Blue Sky or Tumblr. Also, thank you for the save break and the stretch. Actually, everyone, let's do a wrist stretch real quick. Zombie hands. Frankenstein hands. What wrist stretches are these? Okay, hold on. Zombie hand. Wow, that was really good. Zombie hands. You, like, put your hands out like this. And these are, like, your fingies. Frankenstein hands is the inverse, where you just have them go up. And you do it like that. You want to hold each of these for, like, 10 seconds. You don't want to hold them too long, or else you'll start to strain your wrists. And then I do the inverse of that, where I hold my palms out and down. Good hands. Really good hands. I don't know what I call this one. And then sometimes I do one where I cock my thumbs forward in a thumbs up pose. Like this. And then, like, these are the fingers. Baby, I love you, but it sounds like you're dying in the background.
I was a little bit.
Yeah.
But I got it now. Look.
But I am not going to do the thumb thing because I already did it today. It made my wrists feel a little weird. Oh, it looks nice.
It's a nice blue. It's a little millennial, but it's okay.
Yeah. I still think it's really funny that millennial gray is secretly just a bunch of people being colorblind. Hold on. Wait, it's not gray. No, it is gray. It's gray and they think it's blue. Millennial gray is not people thinking they're using gray. It's people thinking they're coloring things. Okay, do you know that fuck-ass shade of sage green that every Gen Z person loves? Like, this specific shade of sage green? This is gonna be the millennial gray for us. Now, this is not gray. This is a green color. But, see, I don't even hate it. Also, hello, I love what you're drawing right now. Thank you. I like all shades of green. I just get mad when people only like that one shade of green because all green is beautiful to me.
Baby, we've had the cooling blanket.
I was wondering why we were using it.
Why haven't we been using it?
I don't know. Also, hi there. Clover color. Exactly. I was going to say it's not a bad color of green, just that I think that that color is going to be our millennial gray. But a lot of people who use what is referred to affectionately as millennial gray thought that they were using the color blue and just didn't know it wasn't blue because they couldn't see that it wasn't blue. Which I think is really funny. Oh, those are good stretches. Thank you. And I was going to say, I will keep sharing them and drawing them. At some point, I do want to make like a little critter print showing the stretches that I do so that I can share it with you guys and bring it up on stream. I mean, if I was really crazy, I would do an animation of it. What if I didn't like the string? What if I didn't like it? A poster would go crazy too. I think it'd be fun to have in like art classrooms and stuff. In a world where art teachers know me, and I'm not just some guy on YouTube. Okay, I didn't realize this was on its own layer. This actually becomes much easier. That's such a good idea. Thank you. But yeah, I thought it could be nice to do like a hand stretches poster, especially because it would help me remember. You're not some guy on YouTube, but you're on Twitch and Tumblr too. This is true. Okay, it's coming along. It's coming along. I think I can finish this. I do need to sketch the sleeves. Also, I don't know why I never did the other foot. Holy cow, my hands don't hurt anymore from the stretches. Yes! We got another one! I'm so glad. Everyone, please do your stretches. I'm begging you. I do not want to see any more artists get carpal tunnel in their 30s. I'm saying this with love as someone that, like, has seen too many artists that I'm friends with get carpal tunnel. Please, please, please do your stretches. I think our generation had toothpaste bright mint green phase that I now hate. Little girl me loved that bright ugly teal. Yeah, the Miku hair color. I love it again though. I'm rekindling my love for that color. It's one of Critter's paintbrush tales. Where's FAQs? I'm pretty sure it's something that you can do in the Twitch chat. There you go, my friend. Everything I love causes carpal tunnel. That's what stretching and taking breaks are for. Genuinely. Like, going on a walk is also not going to cause carpal tunnel, so taking a break and going on a nature walk, good for you, good for your art, good for your hands. Okay. This is a trust the process moment. Like, you're probably going to be looking at this and being like, what the hell are you doing? Just believe me, I know what I'm doing. That's also what finding ergonomic options is for. This is true. It's so peaceful listening to you talk and stream while I draw. Your voice is so peaceful. Thank you. I grew it myself. That character is so gender. Thanks. This is Oomp's character, Loon. I really like the design. Like I said, I've been meaning to draw this character for like the longest time. So ARTFIGHT, I was like, yes, give it to me. Okay. My friend attacked me? I'm kind of scared. Can I ask why you don't use the full canvas space for your drawings? Yes, I like having the refs on my drawings, and my canvases are huge. So this current canvas is 6,800 by 4,400 pixels. So by only using a third of the canvas, this specific piece is probably only 2,000 pixels. I don't know if you... Wait, also baby, my mouse stopped working after Harbor knocked it off the desk. I think the battery just died, but I just wanted to...
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully it's just a bad coincidence.
I just wanted to see if you could
Do you
fix it.
want to toss it?
Yeah.
Hold
Hold...
on the bed.
Yeah. There you go. Also, I want to read Time Dragon's message. I don't know if you know a solution to that problem, but my drawing tablet doesn't show off the color correctly. I can't open the OSD settings anymore, even after reinstalling the driver of the tablet, and when I want to do it via normal settings on my laptop, it shows me an error. Any idea of how to fix it? I don't, because I don't use a screen tablet. And it doesn't bother me. If anyone else knows that, I would love if you could answer, but I genuinely don't use a screen tablet. I use a slab. The harbor spores are driving me crazy. Why is there still cat hair? He came up here, scratched my chair, bit my hand, swatted my head, and then just left spores everywhere.
Of course he did.
Harbor spores hits his fur. What? I'm moving. Okay.
No, I actually think he broke it.
Also, your OC's so pretty. Thank you. Did he actually break the mouse?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude!
Because I put my battery from my mouse in here and it's busted. Like it won't turn on.
I just got that mouse. That was for my birthday. Harbor. He's so bad. I would like to change my he's just a baby vote. He's a cat, he's supposed to get mice. Okay, that's funny. Check donos. Wait. Onyx. Onyx. $12 new donations. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I will get a new mouse with that. Thank you, Onyx. That's very sweet of you. Sorry, the other ones were just from the print club. This isn't important, but I finally changed my ARTFIGHT profile, and it was just a change into a Gacha Life meme that was originally made unironically about Steve killing a pig, and then the pig went to heaven with Mary on a cross in the background for some reason. Everyone had pig hair for some reason, and if anyone knows what I'm talking about, by the way, I love you. Alright. You're the one who got schooled. How to get motivation to draw every day? I think, like, if I don't do it, I start to feel kind of, like, ill. But when I started doing it every day, I just basically told myself that I don't have to do a perfect drawing every day, I just have to do something, and that helped a lot. I'm so sad about the mouse. Dude, writing script is gonna be a pain in the ass for the next few days. I mean, I guess I could do it for my laptop. She a little old, but she got character. I do want to go loop back again, though, and thank you, Onyx, for that. Genuinely. We've been working a lot over here, so I don't have flexible funds as much as I usually do with ARTFIGHT, because I can't take comms, but that means a lot. We will have the sale. I was supposed to get the summer sale up today, but I do know what they're referring. There's people that know what you're talking about, simply, which is fascinating, because I had genuinely no idea what you were talking about. Okay, wait, that doesn't look good. My stomach's growling. I fed you! Why are you growling? Make it a goal to make bad art every day. It makes you feel better. This is true. And I have not played the new Deltarune chapters. Please don't spoil them. I will cry. I want to, but I'm waiting till ARTFIGHT is over to play them on my own time, because Deltarune's a very important game to me, so I want to take the time to, like, savor it and enjoy it. I've been doing pretty well to avoid spoilers on social media. Should play Deltarune on stream sometime. So as much as I do love Deltarune and Undertale, like I said, they are very personal games to me. I don't think I will play them live. I might replay them live, but I would not play them for the first time live. I hope that everyone can like understand and be respectful of that. It's truly just because I think that playing some games live is fine, but for games like that, I really want to experience them and be able to process them on my own. Ah, okay. I can draw water. God, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this in time. Gets scared. Throws up and gets scared. I think this needs to move up, actually. Or do you need to move down? No, that needs to move up. Because the two sides of the riverbank are, like, really off. That looks better. What side are you on, ARTFIGHT? I am fossils. I love Krona. Ow, I poked my finger. Injury. I don't think I put the band-aid very well over top of it. That hurted. Bleach, DBZ, and Trigun were my first animes. Because of that, I have such a low tolerance for bad female characters. I know! Oh my god. For me, my first anime were Shugochara and Fruits Basket. And Fruits Basket does not play. I think that there's some issues with misogyny in like any early shoujo anime, but Fruits Basket at least loves its women. Like, it really, really cares about them. And I think that that kind of set my standards a lot higher. And then after that, I watched Oran. One Piece is so good, and then Sanji just actually ruins it. That's so funny, because I like Sanji, but I agree. I don't like how Sanji acts. I think he's funny, but like I just am like staring. Also, the fact that they keep getting more and more shaped like wine glasses. What's funny, though, is that Oda does also really like his women. Like, he might draw them like that, but he does like them. He does care about them. Also, Full Metal Alchemist. I didn't even watch Full Metal. I still need to. I want to. I started it with my sisters as a kid, and then that's actually when I got kicked out. But I love the way that Full Metal writes its characters. Actually, speaking of anime, we just started showing our daughter Paranoia Agent today, and I love Paranoia Agent. I love Paranoia Agent. Any Serial Experiments Lane enjoyers are right here. Right here, my friends. I love weird anime that piss people off. I love things that no one understands and people get mad about. You have a kid? So it's a Spencer iCarly situation. She is my boyfriend's little sister, who we are the legal guardians of. And so she's not much younger than us. She's like a teenager. She's 17. We're 20, both 26. Although Forrest is about to be 27 because he's an old man. Do you have a skin picking problem? The hole in thumb. I have just a general like pain stimming problem where like if I'm stressed, I will kind of like self-destruct something. It's not just like skin picking. It could be anything. Don't call Forrest over being 27. He's really not. And I'm going to be 27 like a month after, so. I do love Paranoia Agent, though. Oh, I also love Haibane Renmei. I also like Haibane Renmei. I really like, there's so many people, there's so many people like, I love Haibane Renmei. And I'm like, seriously, though, I saw someone say they're too scared to watch anime because they don't want to see the treatment of girls be weird. You should try watching, Haibane Renmei, or Haibane Renmei. Hold on, it's spelled like this. I always say it right, or say it wrong. First of all, because the entire cast of characters are girls. Second of all, because it is a very, very emotionally rich and like moving piece of media to me specifically, for personal reasons. But I think that it would be enjoyed by anyone. Sorry, I didn't like that water anymore. How long is Soul Eater? It's like 50 episodes. It's long, but it's not long for a shonen, if that makes sense. Also, Dunmeshi. Fuck, Ryoko Koi loves women. She fucking loves women. When I am still not entitled, and I don't like headcanons people's sexuality. That's not nice to do. But I would be very surprised if it comes out that she's, like, completely straight. Maybe she just really likes her friends, and that would be awesome. But she likes women the way that most gay women I know like women. There's nothing heterosexual happening between Marcel and Fallen, and we all know that. Oh, absolutely not. God, I love those two. Witch Hat and Lie has great disabled rep too. I need to read Witch Hat. I have Witch Hat actually. I have like a few of the books already. I was going through Dungeon Meshi and then we moved. Honestly, I could just finish up and then read Witch Hat. Not this month. I'll be busy this month, but I am, like, fighting for my goddamn life to make this water look good. Actually, recently got into Junji Ito's short stories. Y'all weren't lying, that shit slaps. My man, I love Junji Ito. I have loved Junji Ito since I was a 10-year-old, and I saw the, it was like the Enigma of Amigura Fault, I think it's called. I saw that on, like, Reddit, and I was like, what is this? Haunted me forever. Where do you read Junji Ito? I mean, I own a bunch of his books, but typically online, like Manga Scans websites. You can just, if you look up read manga online free, I promise you there's a beautiful world waiting for you on that Google search. You cannot ever use the same website twice because it will get taken down, but they will find a way. I'm like suffering with this water. Okay, maybe what I do, oh, I gotta do the arm. But what if I don't want to? I mean, I could just draw the sleeve as is. The fact that I haven't even started coloring yet is making me feel like I'm gonna puke. What time is it for you? It's 9:30 and I'm not going to stop until this is done. Hey, baby. What time do we go to the airport tomorrow?
We have to leave at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Or I guess 7:30, but we should be up at 7.
The airport! Sorry, I realized that's scaring everyone. We're dropping Nova off at the airport. He's going home for a month to see his family. Okay. I'm not flying. I don't know why I just thought about the necrotic BBL, but I remembered it. And now it's haunting me. No one knows what I talk about because I am on a side of TikTok that I don't think any normal human being is on. Necrotic BBL? Okay, okay. There was this TikTok that was like, some lady was like, you know, I got a BBL, but my sit-down air smells bad. Crazy phrase, first and foremost. Sit-down air. And she's like, why does it kind of smell like a Florida airport? What do you mean? Do you mean the video of the woman talking about how they got BBLs and they started smelling like sewage? Yeah, yeah. That's necrosis. That is necrosis. The BBL did not take. It's dying. Of course, my sit-down air. The thing is, it's so visceral. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about when you combine those words, but I don't think I'd ever thought to combine those words before, or to describe that experience. This is BBL, please. But yeah. It's not worth it. Keep your butt. There's so many things that can go wrong. Baby, are you okay? You're like weakly coughing like a baby animal. Oh. The world is so hard and cruel to baby Forest. Can't delete TikTok because my girlfriend and I have a 400 message streak. I mean, I just use it because I post on it. And I post like art stuff on it. Hey guys, if the video goes up this Friday, there's going to be another set of TikToks. Woo! All on art and color theory. My HP bar flashes red for a moment at the PBL story. God. Trying to navigate with a freaking computer mouse is driving me crazy. I'm still doing line art for my first attack. I'm gonna yowl. Hey, Oddfrog, so am I, so you're not alone. I'm very scared. Okay, but I do think that I got the sleeve. It's not the shape I wanted to be. Do I need to do it on another layer? I'm on my third attack. Guys, you're scaring me. I guess I do have like sleepy bastard disorder. I just saw the thing I want to mention. There was a Miku lookalike event, and that not only had Baby No Money on the screen live, but also the one who won the event was a Miku fursuiter. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Also, I've seen that they're trying to make Baby No Money a fursuit. His fursuit is a goat, if anyone was curious. If you can't do full arts every day, please do a second or third day. I'll do chibis in between. I think I can do full arts. Genuinely, the only reason this isn't done is because I was working on this piece and then this earlier, and then I fell asleep. But this would have been fine to do if I had started in the morning. Suddenly remembered that I wanted to wish everyone in chat a happy Disability Pride Month. Do spit attacks and hurt people! Is 5 attacks made this year a lot? Already? It's day 1! Also, welcome in, Nana! Also, hold on, let me see if the music is still playing. Okay, we still got music going. I'm just gonna switch it up to a playlist that's a little longer, though. Hello, Nana. I'm sorry if it looks like I'm, like, closing my eyes and falling asleep. I'm just rubbing my eye because it's warm. Hello! Normally, I would ask for an art tax, but I am, like, locking the hell in and trying to finish this attack for ARTFIGHT, like, tonight. So I hope you understand I am not taking art taxes tonight, but I hope you had a lovely stream, and it's good to see you. Rubbing eye because warm because I'm sweating. Like, I didn't want to be gross, but, like, it's so hot it's hot as hell in this funky-ass room I'm in. Is that the Grim Reaper? You're fair. Good luck with the art fight. Thank you. It's not even my eyes. It's like it's getting in my eyes. I feel like Lane, thank you for the save break. Lane when she's like surrounded by all of the computer coolers. Except that's me with my computer drawing furry artwork for ARTFIGHT. I'm so sad. I really hope this looks good. I wish I had the strength to do art fight. I think I would die. I haven't done it for like 2 years. I did it 2 years in a row prior, but I think that I am ready to come back to it because it's been long enough and I miss it. Putting athlete sweat. Is that what those are for? I didn't realize that they were to prevent sweat from getting in your eyes. I don't know why I never put that together. I just thought that people liked wearing them to look cool. You gotta be cooked before you can serve and eat. I saw that TikTok. She genuinely gave me confidence. I think it was a lady. I can't remember. Sweatbands look cool? I mean, I don't know. I thought that people thought they looked cool. I don't like they're not for me, but I'm also not a jock. I heard that in passing at Pride. There was a TikTok that was like, you have to be chopped, cooked, and something else before you have to be chopped, cooked, and eaten before you can serve or something. No. You gotta be chopped and cooked before you can eat and serve. That's what it was. This is so cute. Sorry, Nana, that is really cute. It's literally called a sweatband, isn't it? I know that! I just didn't think it. I am aware of the naming conventions, but I did not think of the meaning behind them. Okay. God, I can do this. I did get the sleeve done. I'm just gonna, like, chop this for the moment. You have to be chopped and cooked before you can serve and eat. Okay. This is coming out so cute, by the way. I know this person's gonna be happy. Thank you. I am really happy with it so far. Like, for me personally, doing ARTFIGHT attacks is like, am I proud with what I made? And I am really happy with this so far. Critterly, thank you for the resub. This person's OC is so cute. I was gonna say, I know, I love Loon. That's oomph. Okay, got the sleeve. Knotters. That's oomph. I love saying that's oomph. It's like I'm addicted to it. I've got one of the ears of my fursuit done. It's been hours. Thank you for entertaining. Of course, and good luck with your fursuit. I am always wildly impressed by people that make their own suits. Would you accept a custom LPS attack? I'm not sure if it's allowed. I don't know if it's allowed, but if you want to do that, then I would love that. I think that'd be awesome. And I was gonna say, I will never not accept an ARTFIGHT attack. You could draw Critter on a piece of napkin, and I would still love it. I'm a Therian. Salute, KM Cat. So am I. You are in good company. It would be under craft? Okay, that's cool. I can't believe Harbor broke my computer mouse. How rude. Sorry, now I'm like morbidly curious what's going on. Oh wait, baby, did you see this attack that I got on ARTFIGHT? I thought you'd like it. Are you alive? I can't copy it because my mouse doesn't work. I could see you. Do you want to see? Are you watching stream on your phone? Okay, so if I bring it in, you'll be able to see it. Okay. Look, it's cute. I thought you would like it. Therian Minnows unite. Also, it is not too late to join ARTFIGHT. You can totally join. Someone attacked me and then deleted it. I hope that they didn't think I didn't want to see it. Or maybe they just, like, edited it. There's so many cute attacks. Oh my god. Help me! How many are there? I'm cooked, guys. My attack ratio is cooked. It's over for me. They might have attacked the wrong character, that is true. Sometimes people will delete attacks if you don't reply in a certain amount of time. Wait, why? It's been a day! I am getting bombarded, and it's not 36. It's more than 36. I do really like this, though. I hope that people didn't... It's been a day! I know! It's over for me. My attack ratio is gonna be soup. It's gonna be nothing. There will be nothing but ash. It's not 37. It's more than 37. Okay, wait. There's the shirt. Your ratio doesn't matter? It matters to me. It matters to me. It might not matter to anybody else, though. $500 critter drawings. Critter out here getting art jumped. I'm getting murdered. It's repeating it's all for fun as we sweat. And the thing is, I am actually not upset. Like, it's very sweet that people were interested in drawing my characters, and I'm excited to see them. Super hungry, so I'll be lurking. Good luck with ARTFIGHT. Thank you. Love you, Nana. Critter being the one person on the dodgeball team everyone wants to pelt off right away. Just finished drawing my attack for Angel. I'm so excited to upload. And you could bring the ratio back up by doing mass attacks of a lot of simple characters. I could do that. I could do that. I do really hope that the person didn't delete because they think I didn't want to see it. I'm like, no, I'm streaming, I'm sorry. Did we ever decide a name for the mass attack thing? I think schooling is cute. I don't think we ever did a vote on it, but I'm gonna just like, I don't know, I'm gonna use word of God and say we should call it schooling because I think that's really cute. I gotta do the hair. Also, hello, Mintley, welcome in. The OC you're drawing is super amazing. Thank you. This is by the artist Hugh. Hold on, I'm gonna do it on my own layer. Ah, I'm not the right line color. Hugh, like that. I would highly recommend checking Hugh out. That's oomph. Did see someone say they accidentally attacked the wrong character. Whew. Okay, I hope that's what it was. I wouldn't want anyone to feel bad about their art. Like, literally, I'm just streaming, so I didn't get a chance to comment. I didn't mean to fearmonger. No. Not at all, fellow Friday. I'm not upset, I promise. Like, genuinely, I didn't know that was... I believe you, too. I know that I've seen some previous attacks get deleted from friends, or, like, from artists I followed, and I was like, why? Speaking of voting, wasn't there supposed to be a poll about fantasy characters or something? It was done, yes, and I think that Witch Wizard won. Could be wrong, but I did do that one. Sorry if I am missing polls or doing them slowly. As I mentioned earlier, my cat broke my computer mouse at like halfway through stream, so I have not been doing... What is this crown thing? Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. Why are people so weird about ARTFIGHT? I have to say something like very slightly mean. Saying this as an artist. If there is one thing that unites artists other than, like, making art, it's that they love to complain. Like, an artist is a person that spends most of their time alone drawing for themselves or something that they like, which is fine, by the way, and their favorite activity likely doesn't involve any socializing at all. So they have never been outside, basically. I just uploaded a Critter Mass Attack. I did most of the minnows in Critter. I'm excited. Rubbing my hands evil. All that I can say is, like, I love artists. Clearly, I spend a lot of my time talking about centering and surrounding myself with other artists. But in doing so, one thing I have noticed is that the artists that I typically try to avoid with, like, a hot poker-like avoidance, are the people who I can tell have very little consideration for others beyond themselves, and those that are not anything like them. Artists can be the best and worst people you know, yeah. I mean, it's also because, like, there is a bit of a ego about a lot of artists where, and you see it in different communities, and I won't give examples because I have better self-preservation skills than this. But there is kind of like a belief that art is something that makes you better than other people, as if art is not, one, a learned skill, so anyone can learn to draw. However, that doesn't mean that the skill that someone has learned is to value less. It just means that it's sometimes treated as like a divine gift given rather than something that you learned how to do, which is still valuable and admirable, just doesn't make you any different than like any other human being except for in what you chose to do with your time. Like, I don't see a barber as like God because they know how to cut hair. I'm just like, oh cool, you cut my hair good, thank you. Does that make sense? Like, I think artists tend to kind of put themselves on pedestals a bit, and because of that, they're sometimes not the friendliest people to anyone that they view as lesser than them. So interesting, because I always thought I was useless growing up because my only talent was art, and it depends, right? Like, it's super dependent on who, like, we're talking about, but I also know a lot that are in the kind of God complex artist camp. To some degree, a bit of entitlement, it is a bit of entitlement. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. And society does need art. I also think that everyone should make it. I don't actually think that artist is something that should exist as a, like, finite group of people. I think you are an artist because it came free with your fucking being born as a human being, moron. Like, everyone is an artist and has the capability of making art because art is something that humans make. Simple as that. Thank you for the save. Also, I will say, I think that, inversely, hating yourself and thinking of yourself as worthless and making other people justify that you are actually wanted and not worthless all the time is kind of just the self-centering, but in an opposite direction, and you don't like to hear it, because when you feel like shit about yourself, you don't like being told, okay, don't feel shit about yourself, you're only thinking about yourself. But you do have to, at a certain point, realize, by uniquely hating yourself more than any other person, you are putting yourself on a negative pedestal more so than any other person you interact with, and holding yourself to standards that you hold no one else to. That is good. That is bad for a different reason. Also, and don't cut yourself down as an artist. People already do that enough. We're getting so close. Should I play Femtano, Kikuo, or Undertale OST during my next drawing session? You should play Kikuo. Kikuo during the art session goes crazy. It's me, I fear. Do you have any advice to get out of that mindset? Yes. You are not the main character. You are not held to standards that anyone else is not also held to. You are some fucking guy. You are not uniquely evil, you're not uniquely boring or horrible or hated by anyone, and if someone does genuinely hold you as a villain in their life, that says more about them than it does about you, but you should also try to reflect on the things that they're saying about you to see if they hold any water. But generally speaking, if you hate yourself so much, you have to wonder, why do you think about yourself that way but no one else? Like, what makes you different? You're not different. You are just some fucking guy. And that's not a bad thing to be, actually. Being some fucking guy is pretty wonderful. Everyone has inherent value, and that includes you. You are not so special as to be the only person worth nothing. Exactly. Exactly. Nothing matters. This is a positive and negative at the same time. Nothing matters, so you define the meaning of everything. You specifically define what your life means to you. You don't define what other people's life means to them, of course. But you have full and utter control over whatever your life means to you. Mars Laika's comet. I'm closing my eyes. Just so you know, I'm speaking from a place of having also felt this way because of OCD and abuse and other things. I'm not mad at you. I'm trying to give you the tools that helped me out of the pit. Hold on. Ugh. Now, it's like the most something has gotten through to my head because of how sensible and blunt it is. That's autism, baby. But yeah, also because it's true. Like, you are just some fucking guy. I don't think that it's a bad thing to say, and I do think bringing you down to earth and being like, your unique hatred of yourself is not actually humility, it is just you making yourself miserable for whatever self-flagellating reason you've decided it is for. It helps most people. How do you get the motivation to participate in ARTFIGHT? I am not sure because I did not participate for the past 2 years. This year specifically, my motivation is I want to improve at art. But the other motivator is that I'm going to be streaming every single day, so I literally have whatever amount of people are here in stream right now holding a gun to my head and being like, if you don't draw, we'll eat you alive. So that's pretty good motivation. If you mean artistic motivation, though, I just look at photos that I think are pretty that I've saved on Pinterest, and I go, I can draw that. Okay, we've got this. I can do... Oh, I should do, like, a reflection of the body on the water. I think that'd be really cute. Oh, wait, that's a rock. Duh. My god, you're the worst artist alive and nothing you make is good? Should we tell everyone? Should we throw a party? Should we invite Banksy? No, that's what I mean. Like, so what if you make bad art? So does everyone and their fucking mother. And they still make it. I'm self-destructive in a way that's like confirmation biasing anytime I do something that's less than my crazy high standard, but you're right, I'm just some guy. Listen, right now, there's... Actually, no, I shan't say it. Just know that there is someone that has an ego far greater than they should that is, like, not doing half of what you're doing. And that guy has never once in their life thought that maybe they shouldn't have that level of ego. Don't let yourself be the self-defeating person that never gets off the ground because they don't think they're good enough. See you all in the ARTFIGHT trenches, the man. To be very clear, I'm not talking about an artist, too. I don't believe in putting down other artists, and I don't think that any art ability or skill has any more value than another. I simply mean there are people with egos that you could not possibly fathom in this world. So to put yourself down as an artist just feels kind of goofy. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Are you planning to stream until you finish this attack? Yes, that's the gun to my head to make me finish the attack. Now, I am going to do flat shading because not do shading, I'm going to do, like, flat colors because I don't hate myself, but, maybe I'll do a shaded piece later this week. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Off topic, haven't done one of these for a while. Got any names for a masked but mostly blind, gloomy ghost? I don't know why Aether was the first thing that came to mind, but if you're looking for a name that, like, a person could have, I would have to think more on that one. The Cyber Owls are back. Oh, I'm dying. It's fine if the water doesn't look perfect, it just has to look nice. Are you going to look at all the art you get attacked with? Yes, yes, and I'm going to try and go out of my way to comment on it all, too. I did try to do that the last few years that I played, but I realized that I had missed some pieces when looking back. Because typically what I do is I would delete them from my notifications after I've commented on them. But this year I am going to try to comment on all of the art pieces. I also typically check the profiles of people who do attacks for me to see if there's characters that I'd be interested in drawing. Because I do want to prioritize original attacks, but I am going to try and get some revenges in this year. Do you have any tips on encouraging creativity? My skills have improved, my creativity has dissipated. If not, no pressure. I did have that trouble, actually, for a pretty long time, where I felt like I was doing a lot of studies, but then it was like I didn't have any ideas for pieces. I was just like, well, I guess I could learn how to draw foil today. Sometimes those natural like gap periods are going to happen with art, and that doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that you're kind of like hungry to know more before you have ideas. I will say, one thing I did try to do is I would just let myself get really, really, really like fixated on a Blorbo or OC that I liked and use them as my muse to learn to draw new things. So that way I would continue making new pieces every time I learned a new skill, but I would still be like something fun to do. Okay, I'm gonna start coloring things because I'm scared. I'm like, what if I don't get it done? I can do this. I actually also haven't drank caffeine yet. I don't know if I will. I'm looking at this. I think I can get this done at least before 11. No, I don't have any energy drinks or anything right now, so I couldn't even have them. No caffeine, only locking in. I'm running off the sheer power of just liking to draw right now, and it's actually working. Astoundingly. I am using the fill tool, don't worry. I am using the fill tool. I am not torturing myself tonight. Thank you for the stretch. Oof. Okay. I'd probably do the bucket ring. Hold on, we gotta get that inner ear color too. Got the inner ears. We're good. We're getting there. I love that you actually do the stretch even though we can't see. Yeah, I try. I like... It's for, like, health purposes, so there's no reason I would cheat myself of it, you know? It would just kind of be self-defeating to do that. Also, I've been eyedropping most of the colors. The only reason I didn't do the hair is because I was going to try and adjust the palette to the environment. But now that hair is really standing out that I didn't eyedrop it, so I might actually change that color a bit. What animal is this character meant to be? Loon is a rabbit-duck hybrid thing. Hair. There you are. Also, make sure to click the save button. Thank you. I will do that really quick. I'm also gonna real quick grab this. Yep. It's my first time on ARTFIGHT, so I watched a couple videos to prepare, and I saw someone say there's a rate limit cooldown on commenting on attacks, so figured I should let you know. Ooh. Wait, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll comment on some tonight then, so that I don't get hit with a cooldown limit tomorrow morning when I try to comment on, like, all the attacks that I got at once. Maybe that's why I actually didn't finish, is because I just was getting too many. I was getting swamped. How do you stretch your wrists? Oh, I will be happy to help you. Hold on. I showed the stretches earlier. Also, thank you for the hydrate. But I'll draw them again. So for everyone that wants to know how to do wrist stretches, first one I do is zombie hands down. I do this with both hands. And I hold this for 10 seconds. Next one I do is Frankenstein hands, which is basically this but up and flat, and I hold this for another 10 seconds. And the last one I do is I do basically the inverse of that, where like palms are still out, but it's downwards. And I hold that for 10 seconds. Another one you could do is just like shake your wrists out. Vibrant Kitsune, thank you for the sub. And the only other thing I can think is that you need to stretch your shoulders and your back too, but those are different. They would be a little harder to draw. First time I've actually tried those owie. Yeah. Oh, wait. You know the other one? The other one that I totally forgot to draw? Hold your arm out like this. This one gets your whole arm. Keep your hand extended. And just twist your arm. Like rotate your hand down, but don't move any of the rest of your body. And go back and forth a few times. Those hurt if you never stretch, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it, because if you don't, if these stretches hurt, like what I'm showing you is hurting you, you are like in danger of getting carpal tunnel. There is still time to stop it, but don't wait until you get it, because at that point, the way that you stop it is surgery. Wait, when did I become Chestnut? Oh, I'm not Chestnut. This is just old. I was watching the YouTube stream and I was Chestnut suddenly. I was like, hello? If you don't do them now, they'll hurt even more in the future. Yeah. Do you have one of those wrist squishy rest things? I don't have one for my wrist, but I have one for my elbow. Because I lean on my elbow a lot while I'm at the desk. I've never stretched that in my life. Oh my gosh. Another way that you can do the downward, like inverse of the Frankenstein hands, is like to put your fingers up against a desk, but don't push too hard and don't do it too frequently. Don't push it if it hurts, but do them frequently so your ability will get better. Yes. I'm a pianist and an artist, and I feel like carpal tunnel is going to get me eventually no matter what I do. See, but it's that kind of helplessness that is going to make it true that it's going to happen. That you can prevent it. It's important to take breaks, and I understand that like it's very common for both of those fields. But don't just accept your fate. Like, you can also try to stave it off. I'm stretching muscles I didn't even know I needed it. I'm glad to help. Like I said, this is why I will take a stretch break anytime someone asks about it, because I would love to save your wrists if I can. I love artists, and that includes you as the person, not just what you're creating. Also, the song and playlist is by Aurora Heaven. I cannot copy links right now because my mouse is broken. So if you look up Aurora Heaven on YouTube, you can find the person that makes these playlists. Genuinely, guys, you gotta treat your body well. As artists, athletes use their bodies in their profession. They take care of their bodies because it's essential. Your body is essential in your art, and you deserve to not have a hobby job that hurts you. Completely agree. Because your body is part of your art. It's your eyes, it's your brain, it's your wrist, it's your whole upper body. And then your legs, which I'm assuming you're sitting at a desk. So there isn't a part of you that isn't necessary to create art. So you have to take care of all of you. Not to mention internal issues that you can get from like not eating properly, not drinking enough water. Oh, Critter, I got you a new one, hands you a live mouse. I would actually accept that, I'm not even kidding. I love mice. I've had four different pet mice. For some reason, my non-dominant hand is tougher to stretch. Yeah, it's probably because you don't use it as much. So it's not as flexible, but it becomes easier to do the more you do it. Is cracking your wrist harmful? I don't know if I can say harmful because I crack my knuckles. But I know that cracking joints in general is like, it's basically from a buildup of, I think it was like calcium or something like that. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I could be wrong. It could be something else. I don't know. I actually don't know if it's bad for you. Nitrogen gas buildup. Interesting. I didn't realize that's what it was. It's just air bubbles. Okay, okay. So, probably not bad, I would assume. I'm gonna do the handle for the bucket now so that I can do the other leg. Has anyone confused you as a bearded dragon or a chameleon? Actually, yes. One of the mods of the Discord server, my friend Tay, my friend Tay's boyfriend, thinks I'm a lizard. And I think that's hilarious, so I have no desire for Tay to correct him. Unfortunately, he does. I think that shit's so funny. I never change his mind, actually. He's right. I am a lizard. Also, I'm going to group together all the colors so that I can see the line art a little more clearly. Yeah, there we go. Low-key, I can see it. I don't mind. I genuinely don't mind. It's a really funny miscommunication. Hold on, what are you? Okay, these are the stretches. I'll just leave those there in case someone asks again. Also, good night, Jade. I've mistaken you as a tanuki. That's my boyfriend. My boyfriend is the tanuki. Critter's like if a lizard was a weasel. This is true. I'm like so close to finishing this. It will feel so good to finish this. That's what I keep telling myself. You actually look like a mouse? That's actually... I can kind of see that, actually. I was like, a mouse? I have pointy teeth, but I see with the face, like the longer face and ears. I saw Critter sprawled out on a warm rock in the middle of the day. Definitely a lizard. This is true, actually. I was the rock. Thank you for the hydrate. Although, I am actually almost out of water, so I will keep doing the hydrates if asked to, but I could go get... I would have to go get more water. Oh, actually, Remy, I am not on Team Crystal. I am on Team Fossil. You're the Rock? Wow, I never knew you were a movie star. Oh, wait, are you getting me water?
No, it's not too sure.
Oh, it's okay. This is so random, but I saw a post about an artist making eco-friendly pins, and I found 2 UK-based companies that might be better than bigger options. Enamel Pin Factory or Lightning Laser. Don't know if it's what you're looking for. I thought I'd share. Thank you, Flamir.
He's sitting on my keyboard and he was just pressing the...
Oh my god, he's been so bad tonight. Also, I just fixed captions. Hopefully that is working again. Can do this. Hold on, let's see where we are with the colors. The harbor spores are driving me crazy, though. Okay. I mean, one thing I can do is I can close off... That was good. I just grabbed the white. Okay. I can close off that section of the trees. Guys, a big artist found my video? What video? I mean, I'm glad, but also what video? Also, hello, Lunar. Welcome in. Your art fight video. Oh? Is this a good thing for you? I'm assuming it is. Why did they perceive me? Well, I will be the one to tell you this, but other artists online are also just other people. Scared the shit out of me? You will be okay, I promise. This looks so funny out of frame. Although there's a lot of tonal variance here that's not being caught. Do you have any tips for learning animal anatomy? I wish I did, but it's something that I would have to like deliberately think about because I have just kind of always been really autistic about animals. So I never like went out of my way to learn it. I just kind of always knew it and spent a lot of time doing it as a kid. It's kind of like when people ask for help drawing Pokemon, I'm like, I wish I knew how to answer this question, but the answer was autism, was how I knew how to do it. Seems like there's like another hatch there. Okay. Grass color. I think actually I'll do like... You just draw them till you're good at it? Yeah, that's what I did. Lemmy would probably be better for that question. Lemmy is Frog Croaks in chat. I don't know if I like the darker grass. Okay, hold on. I will also say, guys, you are welcome to ask questions, but I am trying to get this done before the end of stream. I do streams where I answer questions, I promise, I swear. But this is probably not going to be one of them because I am trying to get this done before the late wee hours of the night. Because I have to go to the airport to drop my friend off tomorrow. Ironically, Lemmy's literally helped me with rabbit anatomy right now. Exactly. Like, I think that Lemmy is a great teacher for animal anatomy because she started art a little later in the game than most people, so her learning process has been very deliberated. Dude, I keep finding harbor hares. The evidence of your sin. Is your boyfriend doing ARTFIGHT? He is unconvinced. We are trying to work on getting him to play ARTFIGHT with us, but he's very shy about his art, so it might be a little harder. And I also want to respect if he doesn't want to. So the other thing I realized I can do is I can do the background color. I do kind of want to do the rounded square, though. I think doing that with like kind of a white border would look really nice. Almost like it's a Polaroid, but not quite. What's your ARTFIGHT? My ARTFIGHT is FOURLEAFISLAND, so same as my username here. Pretty solid. Like I said, I think I can get this done tonight. The leaves on the tree are kind of scaring me. Hello, Critter. I just got my new computer and I've downloaded CSP. It's been so nice to work with for ARTFIGHT attacks. Oh, it's phenomenal. Also, ARTFIGHT is a wonderful time to learn to use a new program because it's literally just experimentation and drawing a lot the game. So you could not have chosen a better time to get into a new program, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it because I love CSP. We don't respect this shyness. We peer pressure them into ARTFIGHT. No, I love my boyfriend. I would never pressure him into something if he wasn't comfortable with it. I will let him know that I would love his company, but that it's not required. They updated the search in ARTFIGHT. I remember, actually. I saw. I'm really happy to see it. Can we ask Fars for an ARTFIGHT command? Yeah, we can do that. There's a few commands that I've been wanting to make that literally we just haven't sat down to do because we've been running around like crazy. I guess I could do the darker green from the bank underneath. That actually might be the way to go. The only other thing that I'm thinking is that this side should actually be darker because the trees... Well, no, the tree line's a bit farther back. The reason it's darker here is because of the tree that's hanging over. Okay. How long is it taking for y'all's attacks to be submitted? I have not tried yet, but I do know that some people were saying they were waiting for an attack to submit for 30 minutes. So that part is, you know, same old, some things never change. Hold on, I gotta do more rocks. It's not gonna look like a real stream if there's not rocks. I uploaded mine a bit ago. It uploaded very quickly. Okay, I guess it depends on where you are then. When posted immediately, I've had literally no lags or crashes. That's awesome. Who are you drawing? The character looks really neat. So this character is Loon. It is the fursona of one of my art mutuals, Hugh, which is spelled, hold on, as featured here. I would highly recommend looking at Hugh's art. Very, very talented artist. I've been meaning to draw Loon for a while, so ARTFIGHT's like a nice excuse to get to do that. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to do the bangs color. I think that'll help fill out the design a bit. We're almost there. I can do it. Wait, how do your bangs... Okay. When you eventually add the ARTFIGHT commands, maybe you could also add a command that links to the character person you're attacking in case anyone wants to join in on the schooling. I would do that for the schooling nights. Love how you drew the hair. Thank you. Also, hello. Welcome in, Space Cat. And then I think like the hair creeps up here to the ears a bit. Does it fade back behind? No. Okay. What art software do you use? I use Clip Studio Paint, and I am actually shocked that the site didn't explode the first day, but I'm also really grateful. I can tell that the new dev team has been working really hard, so if you guys have a free moment, you should let the dev team of ARTFIGHT know that you're grateful for the work they've been doing. I can tell they've been putting in like an arm and a leg this year. Your son is fun to draw, not gonna lie. Thank you. I did make Critters designed to be fun to draw. A little selfishly, I wanted. Dipping for the night, Godspeed with the ARTFIGHT piece. Thank you. I think I got it. Like, I might have to stay up a little later than I wanted to, but I do think that I can finish this. I do also love the thumbnail cropper. That is so useful. I would actually love if they had something like that on Toy House. for icons. Unless they do and I'm like literally forgetting. But I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure that's a new thing, if I'm not mistaken. Toyhouse does? Okay, then I'm thinking somewhere else. There's a website that I use that doesn't have a thumbnail cropper and it drives me crazy.